Hey, very good morning, students. Let us look into the next topic, implementation of 4 by 16 decoder using 2 by 4 decoder. So what is required? We need to implement the input decoder. What is the input decoder? 4 by 16 decoder using 2 by 4 decoder. So first I need to understand the input decoder is higher order decoder. You need to construct a higher order decoder using lower order decoders, right? So since input is 4 by 16, first you need to draw the block diagram of 4 by 16 decoder. It means I will have 4 inputs. The 4 inputs are A, B, C, D, and I have 16 outputs. That is D0 to D15. What do you mean by 4 by 16? N into 2 power n decoder. N is number of inputs is 4. 2 power n is 16, which is outputs is 16. Okay, and decoder will have an input called enable input. When enable input is E is 1, when enable input is 1, the decoder will be working, it will be activated. When enable input is 0, the decoder will not be activated. Clear? So now what is the first step? You need to construct this 4 by 16 decoder, which should have 4 inputs and 16 outputs using 2 by 4 decoder. So I need to now understand how many 2 by 4 decoders I need to have to construct a 4 by 16. The formula for it is M2 by M1. Number of required 2 by 4 decoders formula is M2 by M1. Whereas M2 is the outputs of input decoder. What is the output of input decoder? How many outputs you should have? 16 outputs. So M2 is the number of outputs of input decoder, 16 by M1. M1 is number of outputs of the required decoder. I need to construct using 2 by 4. What is the number of outputs of 2 by 4 decoder? Input is to output. So output is 4. So 16 by 4. 4, 4, 16. It means minimum. Minimum I need how many decoders? 4 decoders are required. Minimum I need 4 decoders to implement a 4 by 16 using 2 by 4 decoder. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm first drawing 4 2 by 4 decoders based on this formula. M2 by M1, 16 by 4 is equal to 4. So I've taken 4 2 by 4 decoders. Now see here, 2 by 4, 2 by 4, 2 by 4, 2 by 4 decoder. 2 inputs, 4 outputs, 2 inputs, 4 outputs, 2 inputs, 4 outputs, 2 inputs, 4 outputs. So D0, D1, D2, D3, D4 to D7, D8 to D11, D12 to D15. Have I got the outputs D0 to D15 here? Yes. Every single decoder, since it is 2 by 4 decoder, I can give only 2 inputs. So I have given 2 inputs. In A, B, C, D, I have taken 2 inputs C and D and applied to this 2 by 4 decoders. Now what I need to do is, since I need to have one more, since I have A and B left, so I will use 1 more 2 by 4 decoder with the inputs A and B. 2 by 4 decoder has 2 inputs and 4 outputs. This 4 outputs acts like an enable line. Can you see this 4 outputs acts like an enable line to every single 2 by 4 decoder. Clear? So now have I constructed 4 by 16 decoder? 4 by 16 means 4 inputs A, B, C, D. Can you see the 4 inputs? A, B is the first 2 inputs which will decide the next CD, 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 CD. How I select the CD? Based on the enable line. Let us see how this works. If my A, B, C, D is a pattern 1, 1, 0, 0. It means what? My A and B is 1, 1. First it is applied here. A is 1, B is 1. Then A is 1, B is 1. It will select which output. The first output is 0, 0. Next one is 0, 1. Third one is 1, 0. Fourth one is 1, 1. Since A and B is 1, 1, it directly selects this fourth line 0, 1, 2, 3, this line. So it goes through this wire and enables this decoder. So this decoder is enabled. It will be working. Now it checks what is the value of C and D. What is the value of C and D? 0 and 0. 0 and 0. If C and D are 0, 0, it selects the first line. You know, if it is 0, 0, it selects first line. If it is 0, 1, it selects second line. If it is 1, 0, it selects third line. If it is 1, 1, it selects fourth line. So, if my input A, B, C, D is 1, 1, 0, 0, then A and B will be 1, 1. It means it is selecting third wire. From here, it is enabling this decoder. So, this decoder is activated. It is working. Now, what is the value of C and D? 0, 0. So, it is 0, 0. When it is 0, 0, the first line is activated. You know, 0, 0 means first line. 0, 1 means second line. 1, 0, third line. 1, 1 is fourth line. Since first line is activated, if I give 1, 1, 0, 0 as an input, my output will go to a line called D12. Let us see for A, B, C, D as 1, 0, 1, 0. If A, B, C, D is 1, 0, 1, 0, what happens? If A, B is 1, 0. If A and B is 1, 0, it means what? This is 0, 0. This is 0, 1. 1, 0 means I am selecting second wire. So, I will enable this flip, this decoder. Now, this decoder is enabled. Now, what is C and D? C and D is 1, 0. Again, C and D is 1, 0 means this is 0, 0. This is 0, 1. This is 1, 0. I am selecting, my input is going through to coming and enabling this decoder and going through a data line called D10. My output is coming through D10. Why D10? My C D is 1, 0. C and D is 1 and 0. 1, 0 means it goes to 0, it goes to D10. This is 0, 0. This is 0, 1. This is 1, 0 and this is 1, 1. Since C and D is 1, 0, it goes to D10. This is how the input will go to output in a decoder. If I want to construct a 4 by 16 decoder using 3 by 8 decoder, you all know this is again a university question paper which is asked in 2023 supply. If I want to construct a 4 by 16 decoder using 3 by 8 decoder, what I need to do? What is my formula? Number of required decoders. 4 by 16 decoder I need to construct. 16 is the M2 value, using what? 3 by 8 decoder. So 8 will be your M1 value. So 16 by 8, which is 2. It means I need just only 2 3 by 8 decoders. So 3 inputs. You know, 4 by 16 has how many inputs? 4 inputs. So ABC will be the input to the first decoder. Same ABC will be given as the input to the second decoder. Whereas D here acts like an enable. If it is 0, it is connected. It is connected via a buffer gate, inverter gate to first decoder, and direct output is given here. When E is 1, this decoder is enabled. When E is 0, this decoder is enabled. You know, since it is a 3 by 8 decoder, you have 3 inputs and 8 outputs. Y0 to Y7. 3 inputs and 8 outputs, Y8 to Y15. Totally, I need to construct 4 by 16. My 16 outputs are there, Y0 to Y15. So, this is how you construct what? Higher order decoder using 2 lower order decoder. So, in this video, we have seen how to construct a higher order 4 by 16 decoder using 2 by 4 decoders. And we have also seen how to construct a 4 by 16 using 3 by 8 decoders. Thank you.